This week on Channel 8 News, we look at the luncheon put on by the Let Us Dream program, the academic resources Northwest has to offer, a recent SAC event, and more. Channel 8 News starts right now. Thanks for tuning in to Channel 8 News. I'm Jacob Wood. Anastasia Tuttle has this week off. 4 Northwest students lost their home on North Main to a fire last week. I was on scene as firefighters battled the blaze. And you can find all that coverage on the Channel 8 News Facebook page. Those 4 students are without a permanent home right now, and a GoFundMe page has been set up to raise money for beds and other small necessities for the students. If you'd like to help support these 4 Bearcats, you can find the link to the GoFundMe page on the Channel 8 News Facebook and Twitter pages. Last weekend, the drive-through coffee shop, Scooter's Coffee, officially opened its doors. Scooter's Coffee is located at 1308 South Main Street, and it will be open every day from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. While one business has just opened its doors here in Maryville, the highly anticipated Huddle House 24-hour diner food chain will not be coming to Maryville. More details on why we will not be seeing Huddle House in Maryville can be found on the Northwest Missourian website at nwmissourinews.com. Northwest recently announced that the Missouri Academy of Science, Mathematics, and Computing will close after the 2017-2018 academic school year. The program has seen a 77% graduation rate, and has seen a net loss for Northwest. For more details, see the Northwest press release at the Northwest website. Due to the pending budget cuts, pre-registration for the summer and fall 2017 semesters will be pushed back. Pre-registration will now begin on March 27th after the university decides which classes will be available in the fall semester. The Let Us Dream program recently held a luncheon to let the Maryville community taste their hydroponic lettuce. Special reporter Sydney White has more on that story. Sydney?
Friday, March 10th, the Maryville community came to the First United Methodist Church for a luncheon to support a nonprofit corporation called Let Us Dream. This organization uses a hydroponic greenhouse to grow fresh leafy greens to provide for restaurants, stores, businesses, and schools in the Northwest Missouri and Southern Iowa region. One of the most interesting things about Let Us Dream is the fact that it gives individuals with cognitive and developmental issues an opportunity to be integrated into the community workforce after high school. Diane Francis, the president of Let Us Dream, spoke to me about her child and her friend's child. Both of the children had special needs, and once they graduated high school, the disabilities would make it difficult to be integrated into the community. After the passing of her friend, Diane was inspired to begin Let Us Dream.
I promised to her that I would work on something like Let Us Dream, where people could come together, work together with individuals with special needs, and to help provide them with more training opportunities so that they might be able then to, after they get some training, to be able to integrate into the community in different jobs.
Volunteers are always welcome to help with trainees at Let Us Dream. I spoke with intern Dana Bergeson about her experiences with the organization.
I was there in August and we didn't have trainees. It was just getting the program started and figuring out how to grow things and that kind of thing. But with the addition of trainees, it's been the most growth.
Bergeson told me about a personal experience she had with one of the trainees.
This particular trainee started out and he was kind of shy and didn't like working with people, but then it has got to the point where he was working with giving tours to groups, and he walks out the door smiling and he just loves it. And so seeing that smile, and him enjoying that, where he started out not even liking being around people and socializing as much, but seeing that growth in him, I think makes the job rewarding.
She also told me about how she believes that students of all majors could be involved with the program and should consider volunteering. Charlie Claude-Felter, the director of Let Us Dream, spoke with me about what they are working on.
We're working towards getting an order and developing our training modules, and we're working with the board of directors to try to figure out a system that can benefit our trainees the most. So that discussion is taking place now, and we're hoping to we've almost got it in line, I think, to where we have those modules in place that will help them enter the workforce.
Charlie also told me that the next step for the program is to hire more trainees and add more accounts to increase produce sales. Though Charlie has only been with the organization since January, he told me that the best part about being with Lettuce Dream is the community.
It's amazing to me how supportive the community has been of our mission. Like, we have university students that are out there almost weekly wanting to be involved, and that to me has been astounding. That, as you can see here, even the outreach from everyone we've gotten in the community for this luncheon is amazing. Like, to see that on top of everything else, it's just been like truly amazing to witness. So I'm happy to be a part of that.
The Lettuce Dream Luncheon was a success and raised a lot of money for a good cause. This has been Sydney White reporting for Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Jackie. We'll be back right after this with your Northwest Event Report. Don't go away. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Jacob Wood, and this is your Northwest Event Report. Monday, March 13th at 7 p.m., Spiritually Involved Sisters Together Achieving Harmony, also known as SISTA, will be kicking off SISTA Week with a karaoke night at the Student Union Ballroom. Participants can sing solo or in a group. On Tuesday, March 14th at 6 p.m., the Station Center Meeting Room will hold a movie night provided by SISTA. They will be watching Enough, starring Jennifer Lopez, who plays an abused wife who learns to fight back. There will be snacks and a discussion about domestic violence. Also at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, March 14th, to celebrate Women's History Month, the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion will be holding Hidden Figures and Critical Triggers. There will be a discussion on the implications of Jim Crow laws on black feminism. The event will be in Colden Hall and room 3750. All are welcome. On Tuesday, March 14th at 7 p.m., the Central Regional Tournament at Northwest concludes with the championship game in the Lampkin Activity Center. KNWT, Channel 8, and Northwest Student Media will be streaming the game online right here on Channel 8. Wednesday, March 15th at 6 p.m., there will be a panel of local women business leaders speaking and answering questions for Women's History Month. The panel will be held in the Colden Hall room 3700. Wednesday, March 15th at 7 p.m., SISTA will be holding a date auction where students will walk a runway and others will bid on a date with them. The auction will be held in the J.W. Jones Student Union Ballroom. Thursday, March 16th at 6 p.m., SISTA will be holding a discussion on issues and solutions affecting the black population here at Northwest. The discussion will take place in the First Lady's Dining Room at the J.W. Jones Student Union. Well, that's all for your Northwest Event Report. When we come back, we'll have some more stories that matter to you. Don't go away. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Jacob Wood. SAC held their biggest event of the semester, Late Night at the Rec. Channel 8 News reporter Bradley Justice was on site for that story. Bradley?
Late Night held their annual Late Night at the Rec, one of their biggest events of the year. KNWT got to get involved as much as possible. We got to speak with Director of Late Night, Callie Fujinami, on what kind of activities were held.
So at Late Night at the Rec, we have several different things going on. Right now we have bubble soccer behind me. Basically you get in a big bubble and you guys play soccer. So if you hit each other and fall down, you're in a bubble, so you're pretty much protected. We also have Hungry Hippos, but it's like the human version. So you like ride on a scooter and like have to get balls with a bucket. Upstairs we have tricycle races going on, like a little tricycle like we got on when you're a little kid. We have several different video games. I know we have Wii Bowling, we have Just Dance, both projected on the wall. We have 2 racquetball courts that are like glowed out, so there's like dodgeball in one, and then the other one has glow light volleyball, so you play volleyball off the walls.
SAC Late Night has put on Late Night at the Rec for 3 semesters now.
I've been the director all 3 times when we did it. So we started it last year in the spring. That was our first time. Then we did it again in the fall because it was such a success. And then we wanted to do it one more time because we're like, why not? Kids love it, students love it. So
The events at Rec were a great way to release stress from midterms. Find a partner and challenge 4 other people in the trike race. Have a fierce and intense battle while playing dodgeball. Or if you want to risk it, go with the crowd favorite bubble soccer, where you run around in the safety of a bubble and go hit people or get hit as much force as possible. Late Night at the Rec was an entertaining and unique event with a competitive vibe. SAC Late Night hosts events every other Thursday. The next couple of events are grocery bingo and an egg hunt. We appreciate SAC Late Night letting KNWT get involved. We hope to see you at the next SAC Late Night event. This has been Bradley Justice reporting for Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Bradley. Northwest Student Media and KNWT Channel 8 had the opportunity to film the NCAA Central Regional Tournament. Mitch Baumberger had the chance to get a behind-the-scenes look at the production. Mitch?
Made it to the NCAA Central Region Tournament, but no one ever talks about the people behind the camera filming the games, and in this case, the students behind the camera. I spoke to Adam Bocart about what it means to students to be able to film such a tournament.
So over the past few days, KNWT has partnered with Bearcat Athletics to put on the broadcast for the NCAA Regional Tournament held here in Northwest, and this was a huge deal for us. We've been doing Bearcat basketball games for a majority of the season, but having 7 games over the course of a Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday is something that we've never had the opportunity to do. We were able to crew 3 entire crews of all students putting on these broadcasts, and like having 7 games on campus is just a fantastic opportunity to get people that normally don't have that opportunity to work for, say, the football team with Cat Vision, or aren't able to get to every basketball game that KNWT does. It gives them hands-on experience in a professional setting, and it looks good, and people from outside professionals are saying that it looks good, so we're doing something right.
This tournament will also be seen by more people than we have ever broadcasted to before.
So what we've typically done with our basketball games is just streamed on Bearcat Sports through Stretch Internet and the NCAA. But with these 7 broadcasts, for the first time ever, we've been going live from our remote truck to Channel 8. And that's something that between Will Murphy and I, we have never seen. We've never done it. And so the fact that not only are we streaming online to Northwest and the 7 other schools that are in this tournament, we're also streaming live everywhere in town. So I know businesses in town are having watch parties, Carson Sports Grill, Applebee's. They've all got these turned on, and they're watching our work. And I think that added realism is a really good experience for the students that are working in this, because it's something they don't usually get to do week to week.
The production side of this tournament was completely run by students.
What's really cool about this broadcast is that it is all student produced. Typically with Cat Vision, we have our producer, Nate Davis, who works for athletics, and then our director, Will Murphy. But every position on these broadcasts are students. Will be there to make sure that things get up and running, but then he'll just take off. He says, have at it. And so every decision about this broadcast is made by students. Every shot is made by students. Troubleshooting when things go wrong is done by students. And so Saturday we had 4 games back to back, and I was there at 9 in the morning building graphics, programming the switcher, and I left at about 11 at night. And everything in between was done by students, and that's not an experience that you get anywhere else.
The tournament started on Saturday and continued on Sunday. Then the final tournament will be on Tuesday to find out who the champion team will be. To learn more about the production side, check out Amazing Things next week. Reporting for Channel 8 News, this is Mitch Balmer.
Thanks, Mitch. With finals right around the corner, students will soon be preparing for finals week. Tyler Bruff learned a little bit more about the on-campus resources available to help students out. Tyler?
With 1 week left until spring break, many students' minds are elsewhere. But upon coming back from spring break, we start the 4-week race to finals week. Many students try to get a head start on the big event.
I like to prepare before the stress all hits me at once, and so I'll do these things where I'm studying, let's say, 3 weeks ahead, and then when I get closer and closer to the deadline, I'll start studying more and more upon the specific subject matter that I'm trying to address. And so it's more of a process of just studying throughout the entire course of the semester rather than trying to fill in all of that studying at the very end.
There are many resources on campus that are available to students.
Definitely the TDC, which is kind of how I'm employed, and through that, you can get a one-on-one tutor if you are needing more help than you're getting through SI. Obviously, the best way to get help is from the professor themselves. A lot of people are scared to go into office hours, but a lot of times it's the best thing to do, and you're going to get the most help through that.
When it comes to campus resources, the library seems to be the most popular.
The library is a great place to go, especially for paper writing too, if they have to write a final paper. As well as in this class, we do something called Inquisitive, which is kind of like a online quiz learning module, and so it's a great way to go back through and kind of re-hit the major points of a chapter before you take the final.
The library can be used in many ways.
You can go to the library, right, and second floor. You can converse with people that are studying the same things as you. Maybe get together with a study group and start fleshing out some things that you guys have had questions on over the course of the semester. Or you can even, if you're more of a solitary thinker and like quiet space to think, then the third floor is a great option for people to go and really focus and hone down on what they need to be focusing on without the distraction of others to maybe get in your way. Or if you want to enjoy a coffee, even go to Starbucks and get your mind thinking and racing with the effects of caffeine, and have that stimulant to help you through the stress of finals week.
One thing that can help reduce the stress is by not procrastinating.
Kind of the key is not to cram the night before, and so it's really best probably to start studying at least 3 to 4 days ahead of time for an hour or two each day, instead of just trying to cram all the information.
Scout has one thing she wants to remind students.
Don't be afraid if you need help. That's why these resources are there, to help you. And it can be a lot of times the difference between passing and failing.
This has been Tyler Bruff reporting for Channel 8 News.
When we come back, we'll take a look at some national headlines. Welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Jacob Wood. A law letting a 13-year-old girl marry is staying on the books in New Hampshire. A bill to raise the minimum age from 13 to 18 was killed Thursday. While there was plenty of support from the public, lawmakers decided to let the law that dates back more than a century still stand. John Atwater from our CNN affiliate reports.
I was really disheartened.
Advocates for sex abuse victims fought to raise the minimum marriage age here, but they faced resistance.
There are circumstances where I believe it is appropriate.
Republican State Rep David Bates is among those who listened to the debate at the New Hampshire State House and feel there are still special circumstances when a girl as young as 13 and a boy as young as 14 should be able to walk down the aisle.
When a young woman is pregnant and wants to be able to raise that child, with the father of the child.
Teens do need consent from their parents and a judge, but some who live here can't fathom when that would be appropriate.
I know your parents have to sign off on it, but what if your parents just aren't there?
Marriage, you got your whole life ahead of you. Never mind thinking about committing to a person for the rest of your life. Marriage is sacred.
Certainly a 13-year-old is a child and can't understand entering into the contract of marriage.
Lawmakers who voted against the measure said they would be willing to raise the age, but say they did not pass the bill because there was no provision for anyone under 18 to get married. A ballroom dancer in Utah definitely knows how to get down and boogie. As CNN's Rick Aaron reports, he's been cutting a rug for close to a century.
Carl Tengard is waltzing well into his second century. 2 weeks ago, he turned
103 years old.
That's right. Carl was born in Denmark on February 27, 1914, 5 months before World War I began.
I'm just an ordinary man that had a long, wonderful life. I can't remember 1 year of my life that was not wonderful.
Every Thursday night, you'll find Carl whirling around the floor at the Murray Heritage Center Senior Dance with a variety of partners.
He's a real pistol. Yeah, he loves the women. It's something to be seen, because you can't think that he's 103, still moving so well.
Carl says he learned these steps as a young boy in Denmark nearly 100 years ago. He tells me that dancing is easy. He just lets his feet follow the music. Carl outlived his wife of 55 years and their daughter, plus a couple of his regular dance partners. He tells jokes with the same ease that he foxtrots. For Carl, laughter really is the best medicine.
For every minute you laugh, you extend your life 1 hour. And I'm laughing a lot.
And how long will he keep tearing up the floor?
Until I fall over. Until I simply can't do it anymore.
In Murray, Rick Aaron, good for Utah.
Cute doesn't always mean little. Just check out some of the baby Budweiser Clydesdales in Missouri. Patrick Clark from our CNN affiliate reports.
There are some new bouncing babies in Boonville, Missouri.
7 days old.
7 days old and this big already.
Oh yeah, and strong.
And very strong. Not to mention curious and playful, and future members of the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales. At Warm Springs Ranch, their large breeding facility in central Missouri, they're celebrating the addition of some new draft horses.
We've got 9 of them so far, 5 little girls and four boys, and they're doing really well. We've had a good year so far. We got 6 more babies coming.
But there's nothing little about a Clydesdale. At birth, they can weigh 150 pounds and stand 3 to 4 feet tall.
By the time she's a year old, in the neighborhood of 8 to 1,000. And then by the time she's full grown, she'll weigh anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000 pounds.
8-year-old Rachel had this filly on Ash Wednesday, thus her name Ashley. 6 more foals are coming between now and the 1st of June, and another in the fall. Warm Springs will open to the public for daily tours starting March 25th. It's here where you can see who is bashful and who wants their backside scratched.
This is Candy, and her little baby following behind her is Kane.
You might remember baby Hope from her big television debut 4 years ago when she was just 3 days old. This is Hope today with her new baby Haley. For 37 years, John Soto has been helping keep this Clydesdale tradition going.
When I was a kid, I was a fan of the Budweiser Clydesdales. Never dreamed I'd be doing what I'm doing now. So I have that same feel for the Clydesdales that the people that come on tour or the people that go to see the Clydesdales in parade have. I mean, they're just a magnificent horse.
In Boonville, Missouri, Patrick Clark, Fox 2 News.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. For more information on stories that matter to you, like us on Facebook at /Watch Channel 8 News or follow us on Twitter at KNWT 8 News. Cat Chat is up next, and from all of us here at Channel 8 News, I'm Jacob Wood. Have a good night.